Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So Caitlyn Clark is already on the floor before most people even settle in. Ball in her hands, locked into her routine. You can hear the rhythm of it right away. Catch, rise, release. Smooth, repeatable, efficient. Nothing wasted. Caitlyn Clark is working through her shooting drills like it's second nature. Like this is something she's done 1,000 times before. And honestly, she probably has. Starting in the mid-range, quick pull-ups, balanced, controlled, every movement sharp and intentional. Every shot looks the same. Feet set, eyes locked on the rim, follow-through held just long enough to confirm what she already knows. Then she starts drifting back toward the perimeter. Now it's threes, and not just stationary looks either. She's moving into them, catching on the wing, stepping into space, rising up with that same clean release. Swish. Again, swish. The consistency is almost mechanical, but it still feels fluid. Coaches and staff are watching closely, but there's not much to say. When a player gets into this kind of rhythm, it speaks for itself. And what really stands out here isn't just the makes, it's how repeatable everything is. Same motion, same confidence, over and over again. This is the kind of pre-practice work that builds the foundation for everything else. Because when the pace picks up later, when defenders close harder, when decisions have to be made quicker, this is what she falls back on. But she's not the only one putting in that level of work. On the other side of the floor, Aaliyah Boston is moving through her own routine. Fluid, composed, controlled. You can immediately notice the difference in style, but the same level of discipline. Her footwork is clean. Every step into her shot is deliberate. Strong base, soft touch. She's getting to her spots, rising up, knocking shots down with ease. There's a calmness to her game that stands out. No rush, no panic, just steady execution. And when she's operating like that in the paint and around the mid-range, it gives the entire team a different kind of balance. Inside presence to match the perimeter firepower. It's not just about scoring, it's about stability. Then you shift your focus and see Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hull going through their pre-practice shooting. This is where the details really start to show. Repetition, focus, precision. They're not just putting shots up for the sake of it. They're working on specifics. Catch and shoot timing, quick releases, foot placement. The kind of details that matter when defenders are closing out at full speed. Lexi Hull looks sharp. You can tell she's being mindful, especially with that hamstring she's been managing. Everything is controlled. No unnecessary strain, just making sure the mechanics feel right. Sophie Cunningham, on the other hand, brings that edge. Every rep feels intentional, like she's simulating game speed situations even in a quiet gym. There's a competitiveness in the way she moves, even without defenders. Then the guards step into team drills, Raven Johnson and Megan McConnell right in the mix. This is where things start to pick up. More movement, more communication, more interaction. They're working through sets, reading each other, reacting in real time. Raven Johnson's energy stands out immediately. Active, vocal, engaged in every sequence. You can tell she's still learning the system, but there's no hesitation in her approach. She's stepping into it, competing, trying to find her rhythm with the group. And Megan McConnell is right there alongside her, steady, composed, making the right reads, keeping everything flowing. This is where guard chemistry starts to take shape, understanding spacing, timing, angles, and decision-making under pressure. And it's not flashy, but it's critical. Down low, it's a completely different kind of work, more physical, more detailed. Michaela Timpson, Misha Hines-Allen, and Monique Billings are grinding through screen and post drills, setting solid screens, rolling hard to the basket, sealing position, finishing through contact. You can hear the contact, feel the intensity start to rise. Because this part of the game might not be flashy, but it's essential. When screens are set correctly and rolls are timed perfectly, it opens everything up for players like Caitlyn Clark on the perimeter. And that's the bigger picture here. Everything connects. From the outside shooting to the guard play to the work in the paint, it's all building towards the same objective. And what really stands out is how locked in everyone is. No one drifting, no one going through the motions. Every group is focused, sharpening their role within the system. The season is close, expectations are high, and these quiet practice moments, This is where everything starts to take shape, shot by shot, rep by rep, drill by drill. Then you see it all come together in real time. Caitlyn Clark has the ball at the top. The defense shifts slightly. Everyone's watching her eyes, trying to anticipate the next move. And then it happens in a split second. A quick read, a sharp move, and Caitlyn Clark fires a pass right into the perfect window. No hesitation, no extra dribble, just pure vision. The ball zips through traffic like it already knows where it's supposed to go. And right there, Aaliyah Boston, hands ready, feet set. She gathers it cleanly and goes straight up. Soft touch off the glass, bucket. Smooth, efficient, almost effortless. That sequence right there, that's what makes this duo so dangerous. It's not just talent, it's timing, it's trust. Caitlyn Clark knows exactly where Aaliyah Boston is going to be, and Aaliyah Boston knows exactly when that pass is coming. And when those two are in sync like that, it's incredibly difficult to stop. You can see the reaction right after. Little nods, quick smiles, like they both understand what just happened without saying a word. That's silent chemistry. That's what separates good teams from great ones. And it doesn't stop there. Next possession, the ball swings around. Now it's Kelsey Mitchell making the read. She draws just enough defensive attention, pulls the coverage toward her, and then kicks it out at the perfect moment, right into the hands of Sophie Cunningham. Catch, set, release. Clean shot, nothing but net. And Sophie Cunningham's reaction says everything. Immediate smile, turning as the ball drops, a quick, "I'm glad I made it" moment that feels completely genuine. That kind of energy matters. It keeps things loose, keeps the team connected. Because even in practice, those makes matter. They build rhythm, they build confidence, they build momentum. Then you glance over and see the rookies, 4 of them together, standing on the court, taking it all in, smiling, observing, learning. You can feel that mix of excitement and focus. This is a new level for them, new expectations, new responsibilities, but they're not overwhelmed. They're embracing it. And that's important, because this isn't just about the stars, it's about the entire group. Veterans setting the tone, rookies finding their place, everyone contributing in their own way. Moments like this bring everything together. The passes, the finishes, the shooting, the communication, the chemistry. Caitlyn Clark creating, Aaliyah Boston finishing, Kelsey Mitchell facilitating, Sophie Cunningham knocking down shots, Raven Johnson learning, Megan McConnell stabilizing, Lexi Hull refining, Michaela Tibson, Misha Hines-Allen, and Monique Billings doing the physical work inside. Everything is connected. Everything is building. And what stands out the most is how natural it all feels. Nobody forcing plays, nobody overthinking, just reading, reacting, trusting the system and each other. That's when basketball looks its best. That's when teams start to click. And yeah, it's just practice. No crowd, no scoreboard, no pressure. But these are the moments that translate. Because when you've run these actions repeatedly, when you've built that trust, when you've shared these small wins in the gym, then when the game is on the line, you don't have to think, you just play. And that's what this looks like right now. A team finding its rhythm, a team building confidence, a team starting to believe in what they can become together. So when you see that pass from Caitlyn Clark, that finish from Aaliyah Boston, that assist from Kelsey Mitchell, that shot from Sophie Cunningham, and those rookies watching in the background, it's not just practice footage. It's a preview, a glimpse of what this team could look like when everything fully comes together. Tell me what you think, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Raven don't have an ego. She wants to learn. I think it's really, really rare to find, 21, 22-year-olds today that, really just want to come in and do their job and be embraced by learning. So I think that she'll fit in, fine with me whenever I play with her. But I like to say the same about our entire team. She just kind of gets it, even though she's young and still just trying to figure it out. She's a sponge, and I love that about her. She wants to learn. She wants to figure out what's the best thing that she can do for the team, and really be intentional about it. So I like it.